Welcome back to another cosmic conundrum. You may have noticed there was no cinematic intro this time. Well, the reason for that is simply, I can't finish this mod. Wait, bear with me. Later in the video I'll be showcasing my new spell mod I'm making, but this one will actually be released. So, here's how not to make a Minecraft mod in 5 simple steps. The first step is to make an overly ambitious project, and do it entirely on your own. You alone should be responsible for modeling, animating, VFX, shaders, texturing, sound design, more shaders, game design, and finally coding all of it to work together. Oh, and don't forget the shaders. Now that you have to do the jobs of 5 people, the next step is to spend a month doing them to make a single spell. You don't actually need to release the mod, because you should have so much work to do that it would realistically be upwards of 2 years before it's even close to finished. Well, once you realize this, logically you will try to find ways to decrease your workload. Step 3, cut corners. Your code quality doesn't matter as long as it works. It will cause you tons of future headaches, but the most important thing is that it works now. Who needs flexible design patterns and abstraction when you can just hard code it? As you stare at your IDE, spending 10 minutes thinking of a name for a fucking variable, you come to a realization. Everything is so overwhelming that you feel like you're getting nowhere. You Alt F4 IntelliJ and don't open it for weeks. Then, it hits you. Take everything you've learned and start over. No complicated shaders and animations. No designing your own sounds. Why not just use things Minecraft already provides? After all, it doesn't matter how the spells look or sound as long as they are fun. Okay, maybe it matters a little. I don't want some Roblox looking ass dog shit in my mod. Anyway, I'll get to the point. It's the last step. Enlightenment. The true essence of modding. Take the knowledge and lessons learned, then smash together those two different expressions of failure. Throughout Nether and Overworld, I alone am Stasis the Shattered. Imaginary technique, Prism of Pathos. So, what is Prism of Pathos? And how is making another magic mod going to be better than continuing Cosmic Collapse? Simply put, Prism of Pathos is a procedural spell engine based on Pluchik's Wheel of Emotions. Emotions are refracted through prisms to create spells, hence the name Prism of Pathos. Cool, but what the fuck does any of that mean? Procedural means that you can make a spell from any combination of 3 emotions, and the engine automatically creates a unique spell from them. It does this in 3 stages: the core identity, modifier, and effect. Let's look at some examples. For the core identity, joy is bright and rising, while pensiveness is dull and sinking. Then, there's the modifier. I have one particularly cool idea for this, which is that joy will physically attach you to your own spell, allowing you to do things like ride on a projectile. And finally, there's the effect. For example, joy will bone meal its surroundings, and apply levitation to any entity it hits. Now, doing this for 16 emotions sounds like a lot when you consider that it would create 4096 possibilities, right? But that's where the power of procedurally creating spells comes in. All that I actually have to make is 16 core identities, 16 modifiers, and 16 effects. That still sounds like a lot of work, but really each one is quite simple to add on its own. Compared to Cosmic Collapse though, spells won't look or feel as grand, but that's a trade-off I'm willing to take for a modular system like this. I should also mention that this is all powered by my own library called Rotary, which will also release with Prism of Pathos. This allows other mod developers to make their own spells based on the wheel concept. Let's say you want to make a magic mod based on the 4 elements, earth, water, air, and fire. You can create your own spell wheel to say that, when fire and earth are cast together, they form a new element called lava. Then, assign each one a core, modifier, and effect. Maybe fire will set victims on fire, or air will make the caster dash forward. The possibilities are limitless. Alright. That's all I have time to put in this video, but know that there is much more to this mod. I will go into more detail in a full video on Prism of Pathos when more of its features are complete. Until then, I have been Stasis the Shattered, and I'll see you in the sky beyond skies.